Okay guys, hi to you and welcome to this painting of the Custodies. We are continuing and I will show you where I am currently. This time I'm using a camera app, so I hope that it can focus better. This this is my most my proudest achievement. I'm also streaming in higher resolution just because I want you to see better, which obviously created some issues with my intro. But okay, you know how it is sometimes with these things. So yeah, first time I'm doing with this app. Okay, so guys, this guy has been most finished than all of the Custodies so far. So he has the blade pretty much done. I did it with some, like, I don't know how to say this. It's a shiny paint, okay? It's not from the GW line. And this is the back. I'm very proud of the back because I was able to do those tiny, tiny little elements. And each and every part of him is pretty awesome. The gloves are not finished, but they will be. So yeah, but this guy's mostly who I focused on. Next, we have the guy that holds this huge, huge banner. So I did these things. There's some wash over the whole thing as well, but this guy is not nearly as done as the previous custody, so I have a lot more to do with him. I started doing the weapons as well. And you know, guys, I cannot film all the painting because I couldn't possibly do these right if I have to film everything. It's just, it's ridiculous. So this guy looks a bit more red. Here it's actually kind of like purple, but it's gonna be black. It's just that I tested some paint that I wanted to use for the crouch area. And this is once again this paint. It's very good, but this is not even. This is just like one layer still, and the face starting doing that as well, but still white, so there is no, there's nothing there. The paint that I'm using for the weapons is this one. This is what we have here. This is what I'm using for the Superman Wonder Woman statue to do, the whole body of Superman, some elements of Wonder Woman. I decided to make this blue with the same color because it's just amazing. And this custodian also has a lot. A lot yet to be done. I'm trying to focus. Yeah. He is not finished. I'm going to try some dry brushing as well. And I made a special brush that I will not need, which is this one. It's total crap. So, this is a very high level brush, at least here, those are expensive brushes. But this is the exact opposite, it's a complete trash. So, yay, dry brush. And this guy decided to do, well, what you see, the red shoulders, the blue gems, a little bit of the gloves, nothing on the back. So, let's see what we can do now with these guys. And I'm always torn about what to do. I kind of wanted to just try the dry brush, but I still have other things to do. Unfortunately, you can't see all the nuances that are here. Live, they look a lot better. But, okay, I'm gonna try to, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to, maybe do the glove and just bring this guy more closely into completion and do the same for the others when I can. So yeah, pretty much, guys, when it comes to art, whatever you feel like it, because otherwise it's just not yeah, it's not art if you have to force yourself to do anything. So, just getting my water. I mean the water for painting. And we're going to start with the gloves part. Pretty sure that GW paint would not do everything that I want. That's why I had to use that blue. This is a good color. But maybe it's good for dry brushing on the gloves actually. Yeah, that's what I will do. Okay. Never did dry brushing in my life. So, Jesus, that went somewhere. The brush is pretty well dry, but it's kind of like too dry. So, some paint here on the wet palette. Hopefully, will not mess it up because this guy is just so perfect. I actually want to take this guy and just try with him. That create highlights. Oh, actually, yeah, this, ooh, very subtle, but that is what I want, to be subtle. Okay, that's pretty good. And a bit here. It is very difficult, guys, to do this in front of the phone, so bear with me. Okay, I screwed it up. It's not hate though, but wait, I had to bite my brush. Okay, can you see that? It's just really ever so slightly. Maybe it could be a bit more subtle. You can try it on here too. Okay. You have to get used to the effects that it gives, but I'm not sure I'm like a perfect fan of it. In too much nuance sometimes. I prefer to see more red, so maybe I'm gonna apply more of a contrast red, not real contrast paint, I don't have that, but you know, more red to this because I kind of want to fix it now. Okay. I have several things for making the brushes more dry. So this is a good red. I actually wanted to get something kind of like the blue, you know, metallic, but couldn't find that. So, well, we work what we can get. Hey, Justin, Chris, dear Clayton, dear Ivy. Hi to you guys. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, so let's. I mean, some people do it this way. But I just don't like how whitish it is. So we're going to do this now. Kind of like the opposite of what I just did. Yes, I want to give it very red highlights. Somehow I saw that I missed a spot. Yeah, the lights are really helping. I'm gonna take my tiniest brush and fix it. Yeah, I missed the spot. and a bit here. Okay, kind of want to try to put some red here and a bit. I mean, this is not exactly official, but I don't really like the official painting, guys. It's a bit bland to me. Could be a lot more artistic, but it's not. It's kind of like really factory painted. So I'm just gonna put little details here and there. Sometimes actually I found out that you really should not breathe when you do these things, let alone speak, because if I really want to be accurate, I should not freaking speak. But of course we're making a live stream here, so I'm gonna try to speak as much as I can, but it's not a good idea if I want to be accurate in general. Okay. Really, when it comes to art, I just do what I feel that I should do. Okay. The dry brushing was interesting, but when you do everything in the same way, I don't feel it's the best idea ever. Because everything just looks the same. And I don't always want that effect. Now let's try the same thing here. Yeah, of course it doesn't work because it's already red. I'm going to do a bit here on this glove. Not that it really matters because it's just hidden from the shield, and I don't want to mess with the other paint, so those very subtle touches are quite enough for now. So you want to have some consistency because Custodies, but at the same time, why I am not gonna put them on the tabletop? Maybe I'm gonna sell them someday, not sure about that. They are my favorite Warhammer 40k faction, so I don't know. I'm very proud of them as a creation, so why would I want to do that? Really? A bit here and a bit here and just that. This brush is just so dumb. It's bad even for a dry brush. Maybe I'm gonna use some. Oh, what the heck is this grass doing here? Jesus. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the bases because I don't have like a paint that gives texture. Let's try this way. Yeah, I just don't have that. I have to search for it. If I can get it. No, I don't like this. You don't see the point of this brush. Maybe if I try a better one. Okay, so let's try to move on now. I'm gonna paint some parts of the weapons black. I also have the blue, which I really want to use. That's the issue, that I always want to use a lot more things that I have on the wet palette, but yeah, no. Can't use everything, but you know, because this arm is very slightly visible, I can experiment on it and put some more red here. Yeah, I really need more contrast red. Okay, I really need the black. Okay. So here I have Abaddon black, which I wouldn't say is the best black ever. Maybe I have a better black somewhere, but it's also not the worst. So let us take some of that and try to use some of the weapons. I'm not sure if I should watch the original color scheme, because as I said, I've not really found it very good, but at the same time I want to be accurate, so I'm a bit torn on that. Also, I'm a bit torn on the matter of how much I should keep on painting at least some parts, because if I'm not careful, I can really like make things from very good to not that good, because I just didn't stop, you know? So, gotta be careful with that. Also, because we're doing experiments with the hidden arms, I'm gonna put some black. That's too much, too much. I'll delete that. Just spread it out, and then take this cotton. Yeah. Just a bit of accent, but nothing really. So, actually, didn't do much here. I will do some accents on this guy. And this has to be black anyway. So, I'm gonna paint it black. It's a bit of a mess. Have to take the other. This has to be darker anyway. And now I'm making a mess, guys, which is the exact thing that I didn't want to make. But that's what happens when when you try to do something fast and speak and not actually concentrating the way that you would be concentrating if you were doing this, without 3 minutes. Sverdi was kind enough to make this possible, and I owe him the videos, literally. I want to show him how I'm doing the things, and of course I want to show you guys how I'm getting into the tabletop painting. I still managed to fix it. On the camera it doesn't look as black, but it actually is black, so okay, let me concentrate for a sec. Make these the way that they're supposed to be. Okay. Also it's just extremely uncomfortable to stand up and do these instead of sitting down and doing these. So there's that. I'm gonna fix whatever I can with the gold later on. Okay, there's also some parts of the weapon that are supposed to be black as well. Some parts of the head, but I'm gonna do the head. I'm gonna do the skin before I do any of the head, elements. This has to be black in general. And this side, that's almost impossible to get. And maybe, just maybe, next time when I'm painting tabletop in general figures, I'm going to first paint some of the parts, and then and only then I'm going to glue them together, because when these parts are, you know, not painted, it's gonna be easier to paint. Otherwise, when you put them together, it's a bit ridiculous to try and paint them. Okay. As much as this brush is so small. Okay, so now it's like this, and I have to try to fix what I can with the goat, although actually it's not that bad.